Hey folks, today we're going to do another YQMA, or your questions, my answers. A couple videos ago, I asked you guys what were your questions about following a ketogenic lifestyle, whether it's for weight loss or weight maintenance. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Allie and I lost 170 pounds following a ketogenic weight loss diet. I've kept that weight off for about 3.5 years now, and so I feel like I should give back. And so today we're answering y'all's questions. You guys' questions. Whatever. I don't have my wine today because I'm trying to stay under my calories and be good because I want to look good for the 4th. P.S. What are y'all doing for July 4th? Let me know. So I pulled a lot of these questions from my YouTube comments and from my Instagram comments. And if you leave a question on this video, I will try and get to your question as well. If I mention a video, all those links will be in the description, or I'm going to try and put them where you can click on the video, figuring things out, being technologically proficient. All right, let's get started. Patricia asked, if you go off keto, will you gain it back? Well, that's a tough question to answer. It depends on if you go back to overeating. If you're using a ketogenic diet to lose weight and you've changed your habits and the amounts that you're eating, then you're going to lose that weight. But if you go back and start eating more, as in calories, yes, you will gain that back. That's why people like to call this a lifestyle change when they're talking about weight loss, because it's not just something that's temporary. I think that the term diet in our culture has a very temporary connotation with it. We think of crash diets and diets for the summer, or, you know, just trying to get off some weight real quick, but we don't think about changing our habits for the long term. So if you go back to really bad habits of overeating and calories, then yes, you'll gain it back. If you go off keto, but you're still watching what you eat in a healthful way, you might see a little bit of water weight if you reincorporate more carbs into your diet, but it wouldn't be more than anything than like 5 pounds. But I'm not saying that you have to stay keto forever. Definitely not. Because if you've learned more about yourself, about your body, what portions are like, what calories mean, how certain foods affect you, what real hunger feels like, then you're going to take those skills with you if you ever do go off keto, and hopefully that will keep you at your weight goal. Personally, will I go off keto? My roommate actually asked me about that about a week ago, and I was like, not for the foreseeable future. I'm happy and it's fitting my needs for now. And it helps me maintain weight. Caroline asked, did keto reabsorb loose skin or did you have it removed? I do have loose skin. I've actually talked about my issues with that in 2 videos. If you'd like to check them out, I'll link them down below. But I do have loose skin and it's still there. You just don't see it because I wear most of the time sleeves and I don't wear crop tops, so you're not gonna see my belly, and I have skin on my thighs as well, my upper thighs, so you don't see it if I'm wearing clothes, and I'm actually getting to the point where I'm wearing a bathing suit. I made that video where I talked about my insecurities and how I still have them, and that was kind of a depressing video, but it was right when all the coronavirus stuff started and I was just kind of like down, just not feeling good. But now that this summer has come along and I've made that video and I've seen y'all's comments and just being so encouraging and kind, I've actually been feeling pretty good wearing bathing suits, one pieces, but you can see my arms and my thighs, and I'm not, it's okay. I'll be fine. I have heard a lot of information out there about how fasting or intermittent fasting can help you get rid of loose skin, but I'm just going to be honest. Nothing that I have seen in pictures or in videos or anything has proved to me that fasting is going to get rid of actual saggy loose skin. I always hear that if you give it a little while, it's going to, kind of tone up or it'll kind of settle. That hasn't happened for me. I still have it all over. So do be careful about those people that are trying to tell you that if you take this pill or if you do this one diet regimen that it might fix your loose skin. I don't believe too much in those. I'm just gonna say it. Trying to keep it real. Y'all know how I am. Rondalyn asked, how do you feel about fasting? She does 23-1 keto, meaning she fasts for 23 hours out of the day and eats for 1 hour out of the day. And then she'll do like a 1 to 2 day fast once a week. And she says she keeps it hush hush because people will judge her for that. When it comes to fasting, I did intermittent fasting for over a year, for basically all of 2019 and some of 2020. That was going fine. It worked really well with my work schedule. And what my schedule was is I would eat for maybe 3 hours out of the day. I'd start at dinner, kind of eat around my meal, and then I'd fast until the next day when it was dinner time again. I found that it really helped me with craving food throughout the day. It did help with my portion control because I could have that one big meal and feel really satisfied. And that's my food issue, is I just want to feel full all the time. And that's something I still struggle with. But also too, that kind of arrested my development, if I'm using that term correctly, when it comes to having that full stomach craving. So now I'm trying to have 2 smaller meals where I'm not feeling stuffed, but I am feeling satisfied and not hungry. Just like everything I always say on this channel, it's going to depend on your needs and what works for your lifestyle. But definitely, I do say kind of keep it hush hush when you're talking about your diet to people, because there are just so many misconceptions out there about fasting and keto and eating higher fat and higher protein and lower carb. I've had so many comments over the years. Oh, it's a lot of hassle, and you don't want to have to deal with it. Luckily, my friends are awesome, and they all know about my diet, and they support me. Co-Andy said, do you still crave carbs or sweets? I've been keto for 2 weeks and still a sugar-thirsty loser. Oh man, when it comes to carbs and sweets, I'll tell you what, when I first started keto, I was over that within like a week, like thinking about like cupcakes and cake and all that. And what really got me was the smell of French fries. I would like go out to the pub or go out to a restaurant and I'd just be able to smell them, and they smelled so good. When I drive by McDonald's, the French fries just grab my attention as I drive by. What I really struggled with were keto-friendly sweets. I'm a food addict. I use food to comfort my emotional needs. I use food when I'm stressed or when I'm sleepy and I don't want to go to bed yet to keep me awake. I use food to fill up and make me able to go to sleep a little bit. Those are my food issues. And so when I had a binge, and yes, I have binged many a time, and I talk about that there, I would crave things like peanut butter, which we can eat on keto, or almond butter, or sugar-free Jell-O, or if I baked a keto sweet for my birthday, that was all for me. I was like, y'all don't need this, you're not on keto, this whole cheesecake, this whole fudge brownie, it's all for me. So I definitely did still crave sweets, but it wasn't about, you know, the old sweets. It wasn't about cake, non-keto sweets. It was when I was in keto and it was like a holiday or a binge day and I craved those, I'd crave them hard. And even though they're keto friendly, they were very highly caloric, and if I ate too much, I went over on my carbs. So just keep in mind, you can eat keto sweets, but if you overeat, you're gonna either stall your goals or gain weight. We're all sugar thirsty losers. That's why we're on keto. Lynette said, why weigh yourself every day if you log every 5 pounds? That would be frustrating to me. Oh, that was from my should you weigh yourself every day or not video, which is really informative for not only weight loss but weight maintenance. Check it out. If you're not sure what you should do, I'll lay it out for you there. So the reason I said in that video to weigh yourself every single day is just going to help you see how weight fluctuates, how a certain food will affect you, how a certain amount of food will affect you. And so you don't freak out if in a week you saw that you went up by like a couple pounds and you're like, well, what did I do wrong? If you're weighing yourself every day, you get to see exactly, oh, I ate a big old piece of chicken or a big old piece of steak and it's just sitting there. That's why I'm up a pound today. So you're weighing every day. But then I also said in that video to log every 5 pounds. And personally for me, I did that because I wanted my motivational curve on my Lose It app, you know, my weight loss curve, to just be consistently going down. I didn't want to log it and have like little ups and downs. I wanted to see that progress. And so I think that's really motivating. Maybe I'm weird in the way that I think. I don't know. But also too, the act of logging that 5 pound weight loss is so motivational. It's like a little celebratory thing. Oh, I'm finally down from, 185 to 180. I get to log that. And two, once you've lost those 5 pounds, they're basically gone. So again, you're not going to gain, that little bit every day or lose that little bit every day. Once those 5 pounds are gone, they're pretty much gone. So you can log it, put it in your weight loss app, and be done with them. Boom. They're out of your life forever. On that same weighing video, Salou said something that I totally agree with. They said that I've noticed when weighing every day that you'll see even a 3 to 4 pound increase or decrease. I mean, your weight will fluctuate by pounds in one day. So if you weigh yourself in the morning and then, at 5 p.m., your weight is going to fluctuate, and that is so true. So you need to get used to seeing those little fluctuations. That's why I say weigh every day, so you know what's affecting you, but also become accustomed so you're not freaking out. Totally agree with you, Salou. Great points. Abba for Life says, has anybody noticed that you've been eating a heck of a lot more during this? And I'm guessing she means the quarantine. So yeah, diets are going to change based on your lifestyle. I know people are stressed, and I'll tell you what, that's a big food addiction thing, is we use food to comfort ourselves. And that's something you have to get over, not just for keto, but for any type of weight loss diet. My habits did change. I went off of intermittent fasting because I'm, not moving around all day, and I'm not keeping my head off of food. And I kind of want to self-improve that I have the time to kind of focus on it. So I do want to focus on just having more satisfying smaller portions. And I think a lot of people are in the same boat. ABBA for life. I can't read my handwriting. Laurie said, have you ever battled regain? Okay, yes. And that usually happens in the summertime because I'm a teacher. Hasn't happened so much right now because, during the whole quarantine thing, I've really focused on just trying to, be a better version of myself. So it hasn't happened much this summer. Now I will say my goal weight's always 150. If I get up to 155, I'll like, okay, we got to come back down. I like 153. So I'm always, between 150 and 155. But last summer, oh my gosh, y'all, there were so many bingey nights where I went out and I bought like 4 pints of Halo Top, which is technically keto friendly, right? It's one of those sweets you can't eat in moderation. But let's be honest, a food addict like me does not have that great of moderation when it comes to delicious food. So last summer, I probably got up to around 165 and I started logging my weight for maintenance, trying to get back down. I started logging that weight every single day. So again, check out that video and I'll explain why. But yeah, so I kind of had to rein it in and just look at my weight every day. Have a mental log of it. Oh, today I was down a pound. That's great. Oh, today I was down 0.5 pounds. That's great. Yeah, you just got to get more control over your life. But another factor to that was I started meeting more people and I started going out more and I was enjoying life more. So food wasn't my only source of happiness. So find ways to entertain yourself, distract yourself, find reasons that you want to feel good and look good. Like if you want to go out on Friday, do that. Whatever works and keeps you at a healthy weight. Harley said, advice for stress eating? Oh man, that is such a loaded topic. And actually I want to do a thing about, emotional attachments to food. And stress is a big emotion, especially right now and the way that things are going. If you're binging because of stress eating and you want a Band-Aid, I would say be able to binge on things that are not going to derail you so much, like celery or vegetables or sugar-free Jell-O. Sugar-free Jell-O is very low in carbs and calories, so you can eat like 2 whole packets, make them, have all the stuff in your stomach and feel stuffed and tastes good, it's sweet, but you're not gonna like totally kill your carbs and calories for the day for weight loss or weight maintenance. But really, when it comes to stress eating, you have to focus on other things rather than food. You've got to find other outlets, you've got to find other things that make you feel like you're okay, other things that you enjoy, maybe switch up your eating schedule, maybe switch up the foods that you're eating. It's so much that goes into that. Yeah, but I do want to make that video on the types of food addictions that we have, and emotional eating is the biggest one in my opinion. So if you'd like to see that video, leave me a comment below and I'll try and work on that too as soon as possible. Somebody said, you look like Ash from Overwatch, and I had to look up who that was because I'm old, even though I teach the youth. And yeah, I think so. I got that jawline going on. I ain't mad at that comment. Last question. When is the wedding? Oof. Well, folks, that's about it for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you did enjoy it, please do not forget to like and subscribe. I love talking about keto and weight loss and weight maintenance and other things. I'm expanding. If you see my more recent videos and trying to put more personality in there and make it more enjoyable, not only for you, but for myself. If I enjoy these videos, then they're easier to make. And I like making them more when they're enjoyable for me. Obviously, duh. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I will link all of that down below so you can ask me questions and maybe you'll show up in another YQMA video. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Allie. Have a good one. Bye!